Have you ever wondered why people say that a dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow? At first, that may sound confusing. After all, $1 is still $1, regardless of when you receive it. But in finance, timing matters. Money that you receive today can be saved, invested, or used to create additional value. Money that you receive later does not give you those same opportunities today. This idea is known as the time value of money, and it influences almost every financial decision we make, from saving and investing to borrowing money, using credit cards, and repaying student loans. In this video, we will explain what the time value of money means, why money changes value over time, and how you can apply this concept to your own financial decisions. Let us begin with a simple question. Imagine someone offers you two choices. You can receive $1,000 today, or you can receive $1,000 5 years from now. Which option would you choose? Most people would instinctively choose the $1,000 today. But why? The amount is exactly the same in both options. In either case, you receive $1,000. The only difference is time. If you receive money today, you can immediately save it, invest it, use it to pay down debt, or spend it on something important. If you wait 5 years, you lose all the opportunities that the money could have provided during those 5 years. Therefore, even though the numerical amount is the same, the financial value is not. This leads us to the central principle of this video. $1,000 today is worth more than $1,000 received later in the future. The time value of money means that money available today is generally worth more than the same amount received in the future. The main reason is that money available today has earning potential. For example, suppose you have $100 today and you invest it at an annual return of 8%. After 1 year, your original $100 would have earned $8. You would now have a total of $108. You compare that with receiving $100 1 year from today. In the second situation, you receive only $100. You have missed the opportunity to earn the additional $8 during the year. That lost opportunity is known as the opportunity cost. By choosing to wait for the money, you give up return that the money could have generated. This is why $100 today is not financially equivalent to $100 received 1 year from now. Money today has the potential to grow. There are three main reasons why money changes value over time. The first is the earning potential. Money received today can be deposited into savings account or invested in assets that may generate interest or investment returns. The earlier you receive the money, the sooner it can begin working for you. The second is inflation. Inflation refers to the general increase in the prices of goods and services over time. For example, imagine that a meal costs $10 today. Several years from now, the same meal may cost $12. Your $10 has not disappeared, but its purchasing power has decreased. It can no longer buy as much as it could previously. Therefore, receiving $10 several years from now may not provide the same value as receiving $10 today. The third reason is uncertainty. Circumstances may change. A payment may be delayed. The individual or company that promised the money may experience financial problems, or the opportunity may disappear completely. Receiving money today removes some of that uncertainty. Because of earning potential, inflation, and uncertainty, people generally prefer to receive money sooner rather than later. The first major time value of money calculation is called the future value. Future value tells us how much money invested today could could become at a specific point in the future. The formula for future value is future value equals present value multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the number of time periods. In this formula, present value is the amount you have today. The interest rate is the return earned during each period. And the letter N represents the number of periods for which the money remains invested. Let's look at an example. Suppose you invest $1,000 for 5 years at an annual return of 8% in the S&P 500. After the first year, your investment grows from $1,000 to $1,080. During the second year, you do not earn interest on only the original $1,000, but you also earn interest on the $80 of interest that was earned during the first year. The value grows to approximately $1,166 after the second year. After the third year, it grows to approximately $1,260. After the fourth year, it reaches approximately $1,360. And after 5 years, the investment grows to approximately $1,469.33. The calculation is $1,000 multiplied by 1.08 to the power of 5. This equals approximately $1,469. The process of earning returns on both your original money and your previously earned returns is known as compound interest, which we covered in a previous video. The longer your money remains invested, the more opportunity compounding has to increase its value. Present value looks at the time value of money from the opposite direction. Instead of asking how much today's money could become in the future, present value asks what is money promised in the future actually worth today. The present value formula is present value equals future value divided by 1 plus the interest rate raised to the number of time periods. Suppose someone promises to pay you $1,000 5 years from now. To calculate what the future payment is worth today, we can use an 8% discount rate. The calculation is $1,000 divided by 1.08 to the power of 5. The result is approximately $680.58. This means that receiving $1,000 5 years from now is financially equivalent to receiving approximately $681 today, assuming an 8% annual return. Why? Because if you invested approximately $681 today and earned 8% annually, it would grow to approximately $1,000 after 5 years. The process of converting a future amount into its value today is called discounting. Future value moves money forward through time, and present value moves money backwards through time. Compound interest can help your money grow, but it can also work against you when you borrow money. Consider a credit card. When you carry an unpaid balance, the credit card company charges interest on the amount you owe. If the balance remains unpaid, additional interest may be charged on both your original purchases and the interest that has already accumulated. Your debt can therefore grow over time, even when you are no longer making new purchases. Student loans follow a similar principle. The longer a loan remains unpaid, the more interest may accumulate. This is why looking at the original amount borrowed can be misleading. For example, borrowing $20,000 does not necessarily mean that you'll repay only $20,000. You must also consider the interest rate, the length of the repayment period, whether interest accumulates while you're studying, and the total amount will eventually be repaid. When you are investing, compound growth can work in your favor. When you're carrying high interest debt, the same mathematical principle can work against you. Now consider how compounding can work in your favor. Imagine that you invest $100 every month for 10 years. During that period, you contribute a total of $12,000 of your own money. If the investment earns a hypothetical average annual return of 7%, the account could grow to approximately $17,300. The difference between $12,000 you contributed and the final account value comes from investment growth and compounding. Of course, investment returns are never guaranteed. The value of investments can increase or decrease, and actual results may be different. However, the example demonstrates why regular investing and starting early can be powerful. The time value of money can also help you compare employment offers. For example, a $3,000 signing bonus paid today may have a different financial value from a larger bonus that is promised several years later. When comparing financial offers, consider not only the amount being offered, but also when you will receive it. One of the most important lessons from the time value of money is that time can sometimes matter more than the amount you initially invest. Consider two hypothetical students. Student A begins investing $200 every month at the age 20, and student B waits until age 30 before investing the same $200 every month. Assuming a hypothetical average annual return of 7% and continued contributions until age 65, student A could accumulate approximately $758,700. Student B could accumulate approximately $362,200. The difference is significant. Student A did not necessarily select a better investment. The main advantage was starting 10 years earlier. Those additional years gave the money more time to compound. Waiting does not mean that reaching your financial goals becomes impossible. However, it may mean that you must contribute significantly more money later to reach the same goal. Starting with a small amount while you're young can be more effective than waiting until you can afford to invest a much larger amount. Let us finish by reviewing the key ideas. First, money available today is generally worth more than the same amount received in the future. Second, future value tells us how much money available today may become after earning a return over time. Third, present value tells you what a future amount of money is worth in today's terms. Fourth, compound interest can work in two directions. It can help grow your savings and investments, but it can also increase credit card balances, student loans, and other debts. Finally, the time value of money applies to many everyday financial decisions. It can help you decide whether to save or spend, compare loan options, understand investment growth, evaluate job offers, and determine the true costs of borrowing. When making a financial decision, do not consider only the amount of money involved. Always consider when the money will be received or paid. Because when it comes to money, the amount matters, but so does the time. Money plus time equals financial value. Thanks for watching.